Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to IndyILR Racing. Welcome back to ILRGT. Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first ILRGT stream of the year, and we go to round number 6 at the famous Circuit de la Sarthe, most commonly known as Le Mans, and they are in France. Such very, very exciting action that we've got on offer today, and I'm very looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. So as always, I am Jess. I will be your commentator. Apologies that we didn't stream round 5. My internet decided to have a hissy fit, and yeah, unfortunately there was no stream, but we'll try and get highlights of that. I'll need to post commentate them at some point, but yeah, better late than never. So I will try to get that as soon as possible, but I am quite busy schedule at the moment, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So we are going to kick off with the qualifying action right now. So we've got 12 minutes left to go of this qualifying session. ILRT Jamie is currently leading the championship standings. I do believe he won last time about at Saint Croix. So we're at France for 2 rounds running, which is pretty cool. There are some famous corners to watch out for. There's a famous Mulsanne straight where we'll probably see quite a bit of overtaking. And then we got another Mulsanne coming up. Then we've got Indianapolis, and then the famous Porsche curves as well, which looks pretty good as well. And we saw someone that spin. That's not good. So let's move on to someone else. I did take a drink before this, but I don't know. I seem to be coughing quite a bit, but hey ho. So another quite long lap. I think it's about 4 minutes in these GT cars. So these laps need to be done very quickly for the drivers. So that's why quite a lot of people are out at the moment on their out laps, ready to start and ready to begin. So I'll need to find, I actually need to find someone who's on a lap actually. I could go on, I always follow MK Bourne actually. So let's go on board with Fred Panda for the hot lap today. So let me just get my track map and also get my notes up, because yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's go on board here. So good job I'm not following MK Bourne, as he's got a penalty. Now penalties are going to be sorted in the next update, as we've had quite a few issues with the penalty system, so do not worry, it will be sorted. So here we go then, we're about to start the lap, as he's getting quite a bit of heat into his tyres. So here we go, across the start finish straight. You're about to hit turn 1 using the full width of the road coming up here, and you're going to go going to the curb in and go to the right hand side, enter the chicane connecting to the famous Dunlop Bridge, almost known as the Dunlop chicane. It is incredibly sharp. You need to drop your speed really tightly to get around that curb, and then once you pass the bridge, service becomes a descending shape onto the S La Forêt, and stick to the inside here, go onto the left, and meanwhile be careful not to creep out onto the gravel on the left hand side. Now we are going to the Mulsanne straight here. This is a very long straight here, as they need to get the power in quite quickly, and we'll see probably a few people get in the tow a little bit here as well tonight, so please do watch out. And Fred Panda is carrying some really good speed around this straight, so it is quite long. So once they hit the apex, make sure you hit on the brakes very quickly, as Fred Panda is doing, and then you're gonna accelerate to the top speed again, going on to the next straight coming up here. And then once you get to the low speed corners, that is where you start to put on the power here, coming up pretty soon. Now I just love the sound of these cars. These are pretty good. So this is where you apply full brakes, and then you go to the Indianapolis section. Apply partial throttle here, get on the bank and on the inside to clear. And then this is the slowest point on the track coming up. Drop your speed coming up just for the blue 50-meter marker sign coming up. So there is quite long straights coming up here as well. They're about to head the Porsche curves pretty soon as well, which is another famous section of the circuit. So here we go. Here comes the Porsche curves. Down to the left-hand side a little bit. And you're going to take this bit at full throttle as well. And you're going to prepare to decelerate for the Virage du Pont. Now, I apologise if my French is not very good. I know I did French at A-level, which I think it was about... Oh, when was the last time I did A-levels? 2013. So about 7 or 8 years ago. Oh, my God. That's crazy. I know. But anyway, as this is quite a long lap that these guys are doing at the moment. And I'm guessing he was trying to get a bit of heat into his tyres there as well. I think I might have got the corner names wrong. I might have got it mixed up a little bit. But, again, I am sorry. This is the Porsche curves. My bad. Yeah. It's quite hard because the corners are similar. But there we go. I will get it right eventually. I will get it right eventually. So, I will be checking the chat as often as I can, guys. So make sure you do check around here. And he's still getting a tow from MK Bourne in front, so that's really going to help him on his lap. MK Bourne and Fred Panda are going to be the first few people to set a competitive lap time here today. So let's see what they can do as they go towards the final few corners. We've got 6 minutes and 55 seconds left to go qualifying. As applying the brakes pretty decent here. Let's see if this is validated now. MK Bourne 359.0, Fred Panda 355.7. So at the moment that puts him on provisional pole position. So that's pretty good. And Ghost goes in P2. Now I need to find where Jamie is, because I know Jamie would go faster. There he is. In the famous ILRT livery, as you can see. So we'll see where Jamie goes towards these final couple of corners. And there's a few bumps on this circuit as well, so these drivers will need to watch out in particular for those. So ILRT Jamie comes across the line. Is it going to be pole? Yes, it is. I'm not really that surprised, but only by 47 thousandths of a second. So Jamie and Fred Panda quite close at the moment, but again, it is at the early stage of qualifying. These guys will have time to do a couple more laps before they set their optimal lap in, because they might be doing a bit of a sandbagging to begin with, and then show what they're really made of. So the guys will probably have a bit of more pressure behind, just to be sure. So yes, this is very exciting. Now we have JTX who set a lap time as well. We've got Kyle and Hussein did not set a lap time yet. I think they've lap time invalidated, or they might have just gone out of the pits. I don't have a clue. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. So whilst there's a bit of a quiet moment whilst they're going on their cool down laps, let me just go through the championship standings. So let me get the championship standings on my phone. I have to zoom it in, you see, because I've got the notes saved up. So out of all the races so far, Jamie has won all 5 of them. And I always keep saying after every race, will anyone stop Jamie? I don't know. I really don't know. We've had Phil last season who managed to win a few races, but no one has come close to... Oh, MK Bourne has just hit the wall. That's probably going to be a bit of damage from him. But we haven't seen anyone in the races that have come close to beating Jamie's time. And I don't know. Jamie's looking like the favourite here today, but we're seeing a few strong candidates coming up as well. Now, it is dusk, going to be dusk here in the race, so we may see a time progression around here, like we seen in the Le Mans special event that happened earlier on last year, which was brilliant. I was joined by Evil Dragon in the commentary box. My mic wasn't the best quality then, so I had to get a new mic for my PlayStation, which was not ideal, but at least it was fixed for if I was joined in a party by someone else that was streaming. So yeah, but it was a pretty good race. H Racing Green wasn't here tonight, unfortunately. He got disconnected, sadly. Evil Dragon kind of did a clip to show his sadness for it. I was wondering what was going on, and then he was recording. I was like, oh no! So yeah. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go through the standings. Jamie is leading with 130 points. And we have got, I think, after circuits are set up, we've got 4 rounds left. And obviously it is 25 points on offer. So 4 times 25 is 100. So it is not over yet. The gap is 69 points. Hussein is on 61 points in second place. He's got the most podiums out of everyone in the field. He hasn't got a P2 though. So I wonder if he's going to get P2 here tonight. Where is he? He is in P12, not to set a lap time yet. So let's just follow him around the circuit. The number 282. He's got a bit of Inside Line Racing logo on there. Love that. So he's got 7th in Dragon Trail, 3rd in Spa, 3rd in Catalonia, 5th in Nürburgring, and 3rd in Saint Croix. So I'm probably going to predict, and I know I'm not allowed to jinx people, but we'll see. I think he's going to get a P2 here today. I can feel it. He's been looking very strong. But he did have 1 invalidated lap. So, well, before I go through the rest of the standings, let's see if we can get a lap set here at the moment. So he comes across the final few corners now. So here we go then. What lap time does he set? It is invalidated. So I'm guessing he's going to go on his final lap now. So another person who's on a lap. We got a lot of traffic then. So quite a lot of people going for their final lap at the same time. So it's going to hinder quite a lot. So, going through the rest of the standings then. Carl is in 3rd place with 55 points. Fred Panda is 4th with 51 points. 5th place is Shelley with 42 points. Unfortunately, Shelley is not feeling very well tonight. He can't make it, so he's not here. Sad face. But, no, actually, no. Or it might be in his pedals. I don't know. It's either ill or his pedals. I don't know. 6th is Ghost with 42 points. 7th place is Apex Whiteout with 38 points. H Racing Green is 8th with 30 points. 9th is Red Matt. 10th is Francis. Francis cannot be here today either. We've got Casper, who is not here either. MK Bourne in 12th. Renegade in 13th. JTX in 14th. And Wait hasn't scored any points at all this season. Hopefully he can break out of the points window today. He's in 9th in qualifying, so he's looking very promising at the moment. Now, I like it that Jamie is starting to pull the field across, but we can see cars ghosting. So, yeah. So, not that long until the end of qualifying. And we got a comment from Hussein there saying Hussein is clever. And I can see why, because he hasn't set any laps yet. And I'm guessing he doesn't want to show his true form yet. So, I'm guessing he just wants to get a little bit of a feel for the track. So, I can see why he's not showing his full potential yet. But he's one of the ones that could possibly stop Jamie tonight, but he's got to improve a little bit more if he wants to. We've got 5 seconds remaining of qualifying. Now Casper is in the chat. He can't make it tonight. He is somewhere else, I believe, somewhere else other than his home turf. And yeah. So the ones that are on a lap, they will be allowed to finish it. So that's why they've got a little bit of a 4 minute and 23 seconds or so buffer just to get their laps in. So if you do want to get involved in the chat, please do. We'll be looking at the chat. And we've got Nipro Racing here as well as Casper. So how are you all doing? And I hope you all had a great Christmas as well. Tell us what you got for Christmas. Hope you got anything nice. I got some new trainers for Christmas actually. It was gifted by my mum and dad. It was quite nice. I also got a theatre token. I got a new blouse as well. There was so much that I got given. And it was also my 25th birthday yesterday. I can't believe it. I'm a quarter of a century old. Yeah. Thanks for all the birthday wishes for those of you that did send me them. Much appreciated. I did have a really nice time with my family. And I did do commentary for ILR PC to end off the day, and that was brilliant. So that topped off my great day. I got some new PJs for my birthday, which was quite nice. My mum and dad did say they weren't going to give me any presents this year because they were going to treat me later on in the year. But they still gave me some, so I was given quite a surprise, and that was great. So I got some new boots and new PJs. I got new tops. I got some new briefs as well. Interesting. And I think that was kind of it, actually. What I've got. It was only a few, but still, I am more appreciative of spending time with my family, really, more than the presents. But it was nice to get given some presents. Now, let's go on board with the final few people who are setting their final few laps. Now, Fred Panda has just finished. He's in second, so he can't improve on his time. Ghost can't either. Hussein at 3:54.8, so he is really improved on his time, and he's at pole position. And Jamie's slowing down. He cannot improve either. So Hussein, I did say he could be a dark horse in this race. And yeah, he is on pole position. And yes, I did get your birthday messages in the chat yesterday, but I was fully red map. But I was concentrating on the race last night. So yeah, but thanks anyway. And is anyone else on the lap? Because I'm just seeing if anyone else is on the lap. I don't think so. Fred Panda is on a fast one. Let's just follow Fred Panda. He could be potentially on one. So, yeah, he is. He's going really fast on the corners. So at the moment, we've got Hussein in first, Jamie in second. The times are quite close between Jamie and Fred Panda, so we shall see. Oh, Fred Panda's in the grass. That's not what you want. That is definitely not what you want, and he's going to probably go into the pits now. And, yeah, that is definitely his lap time invalidated. What a shame from Fred Panda. And, yeah, unfortunately, he stays where he is. So, Hussein, 0.8 of a second. I've mainly seen dominations from Jamie in pole this season, but for Hussein, brilliant job. Casper was right saying that Hussein is clever. That put the pressure on the other guys, actually, because Hussein set that lap and Jamie slowed down, thought that it was enough, but it wasn't. So, great job. Really great job. And, again, that is very, very strategic. So, well done there. So, we are about to get started for the race. It is 40 to 45 minutes worth of racing. I can't remember how many laps there are in this circuit. But I know it's 40 minutes, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. I think we're just waiting for the... So it's not like F1 where once everyone's finished their laps and it ends qualifying. I think we're just waiting for the timer to count down and then we can begin. So... hope you're all ready for some action. The first ILRGT race of the year. The first PS4 race of the year, actually. Because obviously we got ILR F1 for PS4 tomorrow. So it is an honour that I get to commentate on the first PS4 race of the year in ILR and of the decade as well. So great to see. And I need to find a way to mute this music, but never mind. So here's your running order. We've got Hussein, Jamie, Fred Panda, Ghost, Red Matt, MK Braun, Carl, Apex, GTX, Speed, Wade, and Renegade. So, we are about to get started. The engines are revving. We can hear the helicopter in the background. Are you all ready for the first ILR GT race for 2020? And lights out and away we go. And it looks like Hussein has dropped off quite a bit, actually. Jamie and Fred Panda. Fred Panda's got a very good start. They're going to go side by side into turn number 1. Jamie in the middle of them. Fred Panda on the inside. He's going to try and take it back off Hussein, but unfortunately could not work for that. Hussein, a good recovery there to get back in the lead after a really difficult start from him. So at the moment, it's Hussein who leads Fred Panda. So they all go through the Dunlop curves now and into the Mulsanne straight. All very close together. Some great battles. I think they all made it cleanly so far. No damage And we got our first penalty already from Red Mat. I almost said Fred Mat. I do apologise there. But anyway, as we can see, Jamie is right on the back of Fred Panda here. We're going to see what he can do to try and challenge. But look at this Fred Panda. He's really on the cups of this at the moment. Why have I enabled replay? I don't know. Sorry about that. I was meant to click a button. Do apologise about that technical blip. But anyway, the straight here. Let's see what Fred Panda could do. He's going to try and go through Indianapolis. And then the first part of the curve. No, it's not Indianapolis yet. What am I talking about, Jess? But unfortunately, he cannot quite get it done to Hussein. Already pulling away. So Jamie is now going to put under pressure from Fred Panda then. So we'll see what happens. All the midfield after Red Mat as well as Jamie are really bunched up together today. So this is where we can see the most overtaking. So let's see, we've got Mata, who is right on the back of Red Mat as well. Carl's going to try and get past Matt. He's going to try and get the inside. Nope, he can't. A few people almost going into the grass there. So what a shame there. But there we go. Here comes Apex Whiteout then. On Ghost. I do believe Apex Whiteout got Ghost. So Ghost is down into ninth. Here we go. Waze is going to try and get around the inside of Ghost. So let's go on board with Race then. Let's see if we can get the inside. Ghost covers the outside. Good defending from Ghost. And unfortunately, Wade had to conceive the position. And let's look at the action on the back of the field. We've got Speedway Racer. Renegade is making up for lost time. Renegade has already made one position off the start. So that's pretty good from Renegade. JTX not having the best of starts either. Down in 13th place. So we're already down to, well, basically we only have 13 drivers here today. So let's see. Jamie is doing all his might here to try and see if he can get past Fred Panda, but unfortunately not quite working out here. Liking Hussein's livery, by the way. Look at the top 10. They're just so even on pace. A lot of these drivers today, I was discussing with them in chat. They were very looking forward to the chat, and I think a lot of the drivers today are hoping anyone other than Jamie would win the race. I think a lot of drivers would be cheering, and Fred Panda has taken the lead from Hussein actually as I was speaking. So great job from Fred Panda. Now Hussein could be under pressure from Jamie again. So I'm running on board with Jamie actually, going through just past Porsche curves and on to the very tricky set of corners then. Are about to start lap 2 of the session. So let's see what Jamie can do. He's about 3 tenths behind Hussein now. Can Hussein get the edge on Fred Panda? He's got to. Hussein getting a little bit of corner speed. Fred Panda's just pulling away though, which has probably benefited Fred Panda more than most. Fred Panda setting the fastest lap of the race so far, as you would expect. And I don't think Jamie's going to get the run into turn 1 as of yet. A little bit late on the brakes there. Very good corner speed from Jamie as well. Oh, Jamie's gone off a little bit. Jamie struggled. Jamie's now down into 8th place. Now 9th. I wonder if there's something with his wheel, because it is odd for Jamie just to go off like that. So, yeah, that is a shame from Jamie, actually. So, that means Hussein's going to be under less pressure, I think, by the looks of things. I think I did a commentator's curse on Jamie. So, yeah, I do apologise. I think Jamie has dropped back to the back of the field. Jamie's out. Jamie's out of the race. So, he must have had damage so far, I don't know. But here we go then. Here we've got another battle then between Hussein and Fred Panda. And Hussein has got the jump on Fred Panda. He is in the lead of the race. So, great job from Hussein. A great move. So, let's jump on board with Hussein then. And let's see how he made that move done. So, here we go. So, going through one of the straights here. So, he's going to go around the inside by the looks of things. Yes, he is. Easily done from Hussein. And here he goes. He takes the lead. So, well done. He has got a penalty, though. Red Bat has got a penalty, too. But now, due to the fact that Jamie has now retired, we will have a different winner for the first time. So, yeah. I think this will make things a little bit more interesting and probably a little bit more closer as well. It'll be interesting to hear from Jamie, actually, what happened. And I have a feeling it might be that his wheel probably has disconnected. If it has, I feel really bad because no one wants to be taken out due to a wheel malfunction or something like that. But, yeah. Or it might be disconnection, I don't know. It might be internet disconnection, I don't know. But we'll see anyway. Top three really close together. But let's look at the midfield. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. They're going to see if they can try and overtake on the straight. Ghost is got a little bit of a backseat here as well. So he can try and take advantage coming up soon around Indianapolis. So here comes Apex Whiteout on his teammate Kyle, rocking the Apex liveries tonight, and I'm seeing that Red Matt is repping the Yorkshire Tea livery here today, which is looking good. So let's just see what Apex Whiteout can do on his teammate Carl. Now, we are keeping an eye on the battle at the front to see if that emerges, but we could see a change for the lead pretty soon between Fred Panda and Hussein, but we're going to see what happens to Carl and Apex. So I think they are the closest battle on track at the moment, but if we see a change for Hussein and Fred Panda, we could follow them potentially as well. And also Ghost on the back of this. Penalties can change this, but they can slow down. Oh, Apex going a little bit wide there. Matt could seize this opportunity and go around the inside here. No, not quite. Going the curb a little bit. He's right on the gearbox of Apex Whiteout then. Let's see what Matt could do. Ghost is right in the middle of this, actually. So let's see how this could affect him. Ghost could do like a Hulkenberg and say, see you later, but no. So that's allowed Kyle to really start to pull away from his teammate. Kyle has got a 7-second penalty though. So that means Apex would still be ahead of Kyle unless Kyle could slow down a little bit. So here comes Matt. I can see Matt is hungry for this opportunity. They're going to go side by side now. Potentially. No, not quite. Apex Whiteout is trying to overcome that deficit. I think Ghost is now thinking to Matt that you're not going to make the move. It's now a chance for me to make the move. So they're going to go side by side. Ghost was trying to go for the inside there. He was looking like anyway. So let's go on board with Ghost. Let's see. There we go. So the drivers in front actually do have penalties. So I do believe Ghost does not have a penalty. So this will work out very well for him if he gets that move done correctly. But Fred Panda is looking very tasty on Hussein, who's also picked up a 9/10 penalty. So let's see if Fred Panda can really start to pull up the pressure a little bit. I do believe they will have to make one pit stop. I believe due to the tyres. I'm not entirely sure, but it might be the progression has sped up a little bit, meaning that they will have to pit sooner than they would have thought, or they could make the end of it. And MK Bourne is out as well. So we have lost yet another driver in this race. So what a shame for MK Bourne. So let's see. Let's go outboard shot on Fred Panda and Hussein then. This could be Fred Panda's chance to take the lead off Hussein once again. No, not quite. I think he backed off a little bit. I don't think he wanted to overtake, so I don't think he had the space. Which was fair enough, I gotta say, from him. But he could have a chance again, actually. He's just having so many chances at the moment. He's looking very impressive, and so is Mata on Apex Whiteout as well. So looking very impressive. I'm actually possibly seeing Mata at Autosport on Sundays. Or Saturday. I think it's Sunday. No, it's Sunday. So, I'm excited. Oh, look, Fred Panda, he's round the back of him. You could just seize the opportunity right now. No, I don't want to replay. I don't want to replay. Go away. I don't know why I keep clicking on random buttons. I'm meant to be pressing the Z button on the keyboard, because I am using a keyboard for this. This is the only stream that I commentate I use a keyboard, because the spectator views are a lot better. And you can see Apex right out still closing up to his teammate once again, so he's gained a bit more time, so I'm guessing he had a bit more speed going through to the corners, which has helped him a bit there. Red Matt, one of his strongest positions of the season so far in P3. Can keep this up, this will be very well. He's been liking the track as well, so and also it'll be interesting to hear your thoughts in the chat. What are your predictions around here? So we're going to see what Fred Panda could make of this then. He's got a bit of WTF1 sponsors there. I like that. I like that. Looking good. Now, the start-finish straight is crucial. The run to turn 1 is crucial. This was where Hussein really faltered in the start. And Fred Panda really took control of the start. But he's not going to have the edge as of yet. So, we're seeing the first pit stops. GTX in the pits. Carl in the pits. We've got pretty much everyone from 7th downwards in the pit lane. So Apex has decided not to pit. I think they're doing the counter strategy. Probably Apex will want to try for the overcut. Carl is gonna try for the undercut, I presume. So pit stops can really change things. I'm quite surprised that the leaders have not pitted yet. But again, I think that probably they could get their tyres to the end, but not entirely sure about that. So for those who just joined us, welcome to ILRGT this evening. We are at Circuit de la Sarthe at the famous Le Mans, and for those of you that missed it, unfortunately, it may be due to connection issues or wheel disconnection. I'm not entirely sure. I will find out from him soon, but Jamie is out of the race. So the man who has won every single race this season is now out of the race. It'll be the first time this season that we will be having a different winner. So, at the moment it's looking like Hussein's the favourite, but Fred Panda is nipping at his heels, so it would be interesting to see if he can try and get him on this apex here. So, can he get the run? Nope. He's not trying as of yet, because the more these guys are battling, the Red Mat could be like, you know what? If you don't make the move, I could try and make the move, but in all the races I've seen in ILRGT, I haven't seen Red Mat lead a race at all, or won a race. If anyone who's been watching ILRGT in the past, can someone tell me if Red Mat has actually won a race out of all this 5 or 6 seasons that we've had in ILRGT? If someone can find out, that'll be absolutely brilliant. But anyway, Fred Panda is really going to be on the metal here at the moment. Here he goes. He's going to try and go around the inside on this straight here then. They're going wheel to wheel at the moment. He's going on the back of him at the moment, so he can't. He doesn't want the opportunity as of yet. I'm guessing they may want to try at the pit stops, but we'll see. Red Mat is right on the middle of these guys then at the moment. So he could just sense the opportunity just there, but they might get them at the pit stop. Pit stops, I think, for these top 3 are very crucial, because depending on when these guys pit can determine the positions, because obviously if you're on fresher tyres, you're probably going to have much faster laps for these guys. And then we got Adreno Souza in the chat. Nice to see you. Apologies if I said your name wrong, because I'm absolutely rubbish at pronouncing names. But yeah, nice to see you in the chat. How are you doing? Let's just watch the battles happening with the midfield as well, because we want to see those going as well. We've got Ghost and Whiteout then on the charge. Apex has still got to clear that 2-second penalty though, so I'm guessing he doesn't want to do it yet, because he's got Ghost right on the gearbox. So he might. I won't be surprised if he does it in the pits. So we still have some helicopters really start to fly high here at the moment. So really good. And we've got Ghost in the pits then. All the top 5 in the pits. And let's see then. This is going to be very crucial to see if Carl is going to be ahead of his teammate. Which by the looks of things, he is. I do believe Carl has pitted though. He has got a 7.3 second penalty. I think Carl's pitted. But here we go. Here comes Red Matt. Here comes Fred Panda. Oh, interesting. Red Matt has gone in the lead out of these guys. And Carl has done the undercut on his Hussein. So Hussein had a very bad pit stop. Maybe a bad pit entry or something like that. But yeah, Red Matt, very good pit stop from him. The Yorkshire T doing his best once again. Hopefully I haven't jinxed him, please. I just don't want to jinx him at this early stage. So I'm not going to say anything more to Red Matt. But brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I was still quite shocked they pit at the same time. But I'm guessing they didn't want to wait any longer. And if they did pit a lap later or a lap earlier, maybe they would have been at a disadvantage, so that's probably why. But Hussein had the upper hand as he was in the lead. He basically dictated what everyone else did. But obviously, since they were so close, that that is probably why. That's what I like about this track. Strategy is everything. To be honest, if I was to race around this track around GT Sport, I would find this very, very difficult indeed. I wonder what you guys think. What do you like about Le Mans? And I do believe Daytona, I think, endurance race. I think, is it this weekend? I don't know. Here we go. Fred Panda easily gets past Red Matt. And here we go. Carl is going to come at this as well. He's going to try and get around the outside of Red Matt, but couldn't make it work. So at the moment, Fred Panda is in the lead of this race. He's currently 3rd place in this championship. He is looking to close the gap to Hussein, who is in 2nd place. Hussein being the most consistent, but unfortunately his pit stop let him down there. But it might be something that we did not see. That's probably why Hussein might be losing time. I don't know, but we'll see anyway. So here we go. Don't forget, Red Matt will be ahead of Carl anyway due to the penalties. But this is Fred Panda's chance to really start to pull away from these guys. If Carl and Red Matt keep battling like this, Fred Panda could quite comfortably get in the lead of this Grand Prix. As long as he doesn't make any mistakes and as long as he does not bottle it. If he bottles it, then it's going to be quite of an issue. So we'll be watching these guys very closely here. At the moment, the fastest lap is set by... oh, look at this. Waith and Ghost are going at it. And I think Waith was trying to go on the attack. Ghost on the defend. And Ghost and Waith has got the position from Ghost then. So Waith up into P6. Let's have a look at the replay from this. Let's watch it on board from these guys then. So, as Waze tries to cover, there he goes. Waze going a little bit wide there actually, so maybe we can try and get him in. I think he gets him at that point. Yeah, they do. So, great job from Waze there. And can you start to pull up? I think they have similar penalties, so they are racing for position here. This is great stuff. This has been a really great race so far. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. If you are enjoying this race, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to the channel for some more ILR racing action and turn notifications on as well, so you know when to expect a stream from us. Apologies, I think my internet just cut off just for a teeny second, but I think we're back up and running now. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, but it was just for a slight second, so hopefully no changes there. And now Carl's up to 2nd. He got past Red Matt there as well. So did something happen whilst we were battling ways? I don't know. Let me just see if I can just catch that. No, I think it must have happened quite early on, I think. So, yeah. So, don't forget, Carl is quite... I think Carl is seeming to be quite faster than Red Matt at the moment. I wonder if there's a way on this game to find out what the fastest lap is. So I will keep an eye on those as they're all quite close together. Carl going a little bit wide. And obviously it is getting... I'm not seeing it getting quite darker at the moment. Apparently it's meant to be 10 o'clock, but it's clearly not because it's not dark. So I'm guessing it's probably about 7 o'clock in the evening at the moment. So I think that's what it is almost certainly. So as it is getting quite difficult. I think Waze has lost on Ghost again. I think Ghost's going to get around the outside. Yes, he does. What has happened there? I think Waze was forced to concede position. So let's go on board with him as... let's see, both going side by side. Yeah, Ghost just gets around the outside there quite comfortably, actually. So, great job from the ILRT driver, both in the ILRT team. And Waze just got him there. So, actually, no, he didn't. I thought he did. But Waze had a bit of an off. Oh, no! Is that a bit of a commentator's curse I put him there? If that was a bit of a commentator's curse, I do apologise. I've had a lot of jinxes so far this week. And I don't want to put any more pressure on any more of the drivers. So, oh my word. Why? But it happens. So we are back. We are, I think, on lap 6, I think, at the moment. Approaching lap 7. So I'm guessing it'll be about 14 laps, if I do say myself. I think about 14 laps. So, Hussein is coming back to this as well. So, Red Matt is really under pressure from Hussein. I think Red Matt must have had a little bit of a bottle then pretty soon. And Hussein has really come back this. They're all at the gearbox. So, let's see what's happened here. So, I think Hussein's going to try and cover off Kyle here. And I think Red Matt might have just lost it a little bit there. So, let's go back to the real action then. Carl's in the pit, so I thought Carl pitted. I'm guessing on his next stop, I'm not sure. But he might have had a bit of an offset by forcing his pit. Am I seeing things? I might have imagined that someone has gone to pit, but they haven't. So, but Carl has done a very good job to keep this at bay. He was doing really well, actually. Oh, Red Matt's gone off! Red Matt's gone off! So he's cutting the corner there. I won't be surprised if that's a penalty for Red Matt. Yes, it is. It's a 5-10 penalty for him. That's quite comfortably put Hussein into second place. But look at this. Whilst this battling is happening, Fred Panda has taken quite a comfortable lead. A 6.2 second lead, in fact. So, brilliant job from Fred Panda. So, yes, he is taking advantage of this at his own hands. Because the more these guys slipstream each other, the more that Fred Panda can break the slipstream out of these lot and create that gap. And that is what he's doing. So, well done. So, Hussein's now up into second. These two really got to get a move on. If Red Matt can really match the pace of Hussein, then he could be on for... He could still be on for a very good finish, if I do say so myself. So I'm impressed if he keeps this up. So let's see what's happening at the back then. So, Waze, I believe, has pitted. Waze is now down into 10th place, I think due to his off. JTX up into 9th place, doing incredibly well. So he is recovering ever so slightly. He did drop back. I do remember he did drop back 2 positions from his starting position. And I do believe he did pit earlier. So he's up into 9th. He's a bit further back from everybody else who is ahead of him. So he's just running his own race. As long as he can keep Waze at bay, he should be absolutely fine. So, great job from him. And you can see, I think you can see a few cars actually being lapped already. So that's just going to show how difficult this circuit is. Like I said earlier, I would find this track very difficult. So, I couldn't imagine how these drivers are feeling. But I'm sure for these drivers also, they'll be having quite a lot of fun on these cars. Because I definitely will. My dream would be to do an endurance in one of the games around this circuit. But I would have to be incredibly proficient in either the GTs or the LMPs. And at the moment, I'm not yet. So it's going to take quite a while. Maybe in a few years' time, but definitely not this year. So, yeah. I definitely not proficient yet. I don't know why. It just takes, for me, it takes a while to learn the braking points of each circuit. I need a lot more practice. Whereas on F1, I don't know. It's just I know where to look. Usually there's a brake marker boards where I know where to brake and stuff, and I just find that a lot easier. Whereas this, I think it just takes a while because obviously because in different cars, for those of you that don't know, the braking points are different for whichever type of car you drive. You can brake a bit later in the F1 cars, but for these cars, definitely in the GT3s, you have to brake a lot earlier because otherwise you'll probably go into the corner. So here we go then. Hussein and Red Matt are going to make their final stops then. So they're going to be on fresher tyres then until the end of this race. Earlier on we had a free scrap for the lead. They all went into the pits together, but this time we haven't had that situation. And Fred Panda is now going to be the ones who are going to pit a lot later than everybody else. So, but I'm guessing what he's feeling right now is he's like, hey, I've got a comfortable gap up in front. I don't need to worry about pitting just yet. He's probably all right on the tyres, so I'm guessing, and he's going to be on fresher and softer tyres at the end. So I'm guessing he's going to want to try to push that gap towards Hussein and Red Matt as possible. So, yeah, he's got quite a comfortable gap, so he should be fine. I think he'll be comfortably in the lead. I'm not sure how long the pit stops are around here. But if it is longer than 15 seconds, I could see it being very close between the top 3 again, which is what I want to see for some time. This is gonna be amazing. So fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We've got around about 10 minutes to go of the race. And whilst it's, I'm just seeing if we can see any more battles. Potentially Ghost and Whiteout. We could see a battle developing from them soon. As we watch these drivers renegotiate these really hard corners. I find the Porsche curves really, really hard. I mean, I don't know how these guys do it, as well as Indianapolis. I do see a battle potential. We got Waze and JTX again. So I'm guessing JTX was doing very well to keep Waze at bay. But unfortunately did not quite work out. I think Waze is a lot faster than JTX for the moment. And that's really helped him. So, but look at this. JTX could go for the move once again then. Let's see what he can do around the inside. He's going to try and keep him. He's a very difficult braking zone. You've got to be really early on the brakes here. And I think JTX defends perfectly. I think JTX had a much better line into that apex, which has helped him. But and Waze has got an 8.3 second penalty. He has got to really come back that. So at the moment, even with penalties, JTX will be ahead of him. Because I can't see where he's slowing down just to get that 8.3 deficit down. So, because otherwise he's going to have Matter nipping at his heels. Now, is Fred Panda going to pit? He's got a couple of chances to do so. The gap's now come down to 14.4 seconds. So, Hussein is looking incredibly fast on those new set of tyres. So, I think pitting early has helped him. So, we could see a battle between Fred Panda and Hussein for the win pretty soon. So, do watch out. And is Fred Panda going to the pits? Doesn't look like it. Actually, no, we're not in those corners yet. That is really hard at times to tell what corners there are, but the cameras on this game looks pretty good. Yeah, Fred Panda goes into the pit zone, so let's follow Hussein. I'm predicting it's gonna be tight. But I think on edge, I think Fred Panda will just about take the lead. I think he's got quite a good gap, but you never know. Fred Panda's pit entry has got to be really good. So let's see what Hussein can do. It's got to be fast. He's got to be. Fred Panda is fueling, men. It's going to be close. Here's Fred Panda. Here's Hussein. It's going to be a tight into turn 1. Oh, Hussein just about takes the lead. So the undercut has paid off for Hussein. Wow. That was insane from Hussein. Great job. I mean, if we're seeing this from now to the end of the race, bring it on. Hussein has got a lot of work to do to try and pull away from Fred Panda, but, I mean, my oh my. I think we haven't seen many battles for the lead in absolutely ages in ILRGT. So, if you're watching this live at the moment, you have picked the right time to watch this live. Oh my god, this is great. This is absolutely great. What a way to kick off 2020 like that. It's just amazing. So, this is why I love commentary, for stuff like this. I mean, I started commentary almost 2 years ago now. I think it was April 2018 I started commentary. I wasn't perfect when I started commentary, but I am getting better. And this is just topping it up for me. This is great. So, we're riding on. Let's go on board with Fred Panda then. Let's see. He's gonna try. I think he's gonna go for the outside. Yes, he is gonna go for the outside. There he goes. I think Hussein is gonna be forced to defend from the inside. Hussein giving much space, and look at the speed that Fred Panda just gave in that corner. Absolutely great job from Fred Panda. So once again, Fred Panda takes the lead, but Fred Panda is going to benefit from those fresher tyres compared to Hussein, so that's probably helped him a little bit. And Fred Panda has definitely warmed these tyres up as well, so that's benefited him nicely. So I'm very impressed with these guys as well. Now let's go have a quick run through of the rest of the running orders. We got Fred Panda first, Hussein in second, Red Matt in an impressive third place, Ghost and Carl. Oh my word, look at this! A battle for fourth place is emerging. I don't care if there's penalties. We still got some action. Fasten your seatbelts. Can Carl do a see you later like Hulkenberg did in F1? I don't know, but I don't know. I'm probably to be honest, I've probably gone a little bit too ahead of myself, but who cares? This is racing, and we are seeing some racing here at Le Mans. Ghost just about defense from Kyle. So Ghost is now still in P4, but for how much longer? Carl in 5th, Whiteout in 6th, closely followed by Waze in 7th, Matt in 8th, Renegade in 9th, JTX in 10th. We haven't seen much from Y Racer actually. He's a little bit further down the field. I don't know what's happened to him. He might have had been an off somewhere. But I don't know. But yeah, he's struggling for pace today. I think he's a lap. I won't be surprised. I don't think he's going to be a lap down. No, he is not. He's about he's 1 minute 22 seconds behind JTX, I think. Or is it to the leader? Is it possible? No, it's to the leader. Oh, yeah. I love the registration. Too fast for you. I love that. Absolutely love that. But I don't think this is Y Racer's track, I think. He did put in the tweet that he's hoping not to bottle it. I think he kind of shoot himself in the foot. So we do have a change, potentially. I thought we had a change in the lead. I thought I saw cars jumping everywhere. I think this is potential. This is the last lap, I believe, for Fred Panda. Or is it one last lap plus one? I don't know. I don't know how this game works out here, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think it's one last lap plus one. Oh, Zane's got another penalty. So at the moment, Fred Panda will be in a lead. I think this is the closest battle we've seen towards the end of the Grand Prix for the race win that we've ever seen. These guys have got to get rid of this penalty. Actually, no. Fred Panda's got more penalties. At the moment, Zane's going to take the race win. Unless Fred Panda can just about slow down just a little bit. I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Fred Panda just to clear those penalties. So at the moment, Zane's going to take the win. The first different winner of the league is either going to go to one of these two. And to be honest, I don't mind who takes it out of these two, because both of these guys definitely deserve it. I mean, they've both tried so hard to put on a good show for us today, and they've definitely delivered. Fred Panda with a good start. Zane managing to come back from that start after the Dunlop curb on the first lap, and Fred Panda was able to pull away in the first pit stop, but then after that, Zane was able to get a good pit stop to manage to close the gap to them. I did say it was going to be close, but I wasn't expecting it to be as close as this. I mean, my oh my. I hope we see more battles like this for the rest of the season. It is going to be incredible. I think due to the fact Jamie is not in the ILRGT chatting, I'm guessing it's probably due to his internet that he is done that. So, oh, Carl's left. What's happened to Carl? Let me see. Can I do a... Actually, no. I can't do a replay. Not entirely sure what happened there. It's annoying that you can't see how they retired, which is really annoying, but oh well. It'll be interesting to see what Carl's thoughts are anyway. So we'll see. So we've got 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go. This race has gone really quickly. To be honest, I don't really want this to end. I like commentating on them more. I mean, it always goes by so quickly. I hope, to be fair, I hope I get another opportunity to commentate on this track again, because it's one of my favourites to commentate on in GT Sport. I'm not even kidding right now. So we've got 36 seconds. I do believe they're on the final lap. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we're going to see any more battles unless Matter could try and get past the Waze. It is doable. He's got the lovely cheeky helmet coming up as well. I think Matt is going to be past Waze anyway due to Waze's 6-second penalty. And I think Zane's in the lead. Zane's in the lead. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Wait, hold on. Let me get the replay. There we go. Zane is gonna come across the line. Only just Zane takes the win. The first different winner apart from Jamie in ILRGT. Let's see how he has done it. Actually, no, I can't because I accidentally clicked the X button. Z button. Oh, well. So, anyway. Zane, that final battle. I'm so annoyed that I didn't get it. I was concentrating on other battles up the field. But Fred Panda in second. Red Matt with a really great finish, P3. I think you'll be happy with that. Ghost in 4th. Whiteout 5th. I think Wade is just going to hold off Matt on track. I think he is going to anyway. Here he goes. But Matt is going to finish ahead of him due to penalties. Renegade, what a good finish. I think he started last, I believe. So from last to P8. Actually, no, last to P9. That was still impressive. JTX is going to jump him. Yes, he does. So JTX in 8th. So JTX and Renegade, some impressive performances from both of them today. And our final finisher, Speed Ride Racer, he is going to bring the car home. At least he's still going. I applaud his strategy. At least he's still going. My oh my, what a race. What a race. It was absolutely fantastic. Oh my word. Can we have races like this every week in ILRGT? I mean, absolutely incredible. So we're just going to wait for Speed Ride Racer to cross the line. And I don't know about me, but it's quite hot in my room. But probably because I have the heating on. So, yeah. It hasn't been that cold this year. Well, in winter so far, to be honest. But I don't want it to be too cold. But anyway, Speed Ride Racer across the line. The last person to cross the line, I think he's going to do donuts. He's going to go in the grass. Here he goes. Doing some donuts for the stream. I think he knows he's going to be broadcasted live on ILR. So he's going to make the most of it. Here he goes. So, I don't blame him. Because he's trying to do it again on the line. He is trying to anyway. Oh, and he hits the wall. But he just about makes it. And he gets the final point as well. And Wade gets his first points of the season as well. So, well done to him. So, here he goes. Hussein, well-deserved victory that I think fully cements at the moment. He's still P2 in the championship. He's closed in the gap on Jamie. I don't think it's quite... He's closed in by 25 points. So I think it's about 40 points now. Separates Jamie and Hussein. So that's impressive. So that is it then for ILRGT. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And we'll be back for some more ILR action tomorrow. For ILR F1, we have got ILR 6, 7 and 8 on at 6:30. And well, you could watch ILR 8 because I'm in it, I'm racing it, and you could probably see me bottle around Mexico because I'm not the best around Mexico, but there we go. And there's also ILR 1, 4 and 5 on at 8 PM. So make sure you check these guys out then. So I've been Jess Games 95. Have a good rest of your evening, everybody. I've certainly had a good evening so far, so I'm going to have a great rest of the evening for sure. We will see you tomorrow for ILR F1 on PS4. Ta-ra and good night. Why did I say ta-ra? I don't know. But anyway, goodbye.